Welcome back to this final checkout video of this really nice 1950s BTMC Bell Telephone Manufacturing Company model 2825A, which is of course made in Belgium for use in Brazil for the CTB, which is the Companhia Telefônica Brasileira. And I'm happy to announce that it's in 100% working condition. This telephone wasn't too bad as far as cleaning up. It just needed, scrubbing and a lot of elbow grease for polishing. But you can see it has a really nice shine to it. And, not really many words to say. I think it's a really beautiful telephone. It's nice to have a wall model of this telephone as well. So, as you all know, from the first video I made of this telephone, Belgium did export some of their BTMC Antwerp telephones over to several countries down in South America, Argentina being included, Brazil, and of course from Peru, for my example of the desk model. And I'm pretty sure other countries had those as well. And of course, in Brazil, they also made their own by the Standard Electric, where they operated out of Rio, the SESA, Standard Electric, or as they called Standard Electrica. So it's not 100% made by BTMC. The handset's actually a Standard Electric, and I can tell you that all the workings in this handset are Standard Electric. They have molded on the inside of the handset and in the caps SESA Rio. So this is a Standard Electric handset, and there really is no difference in the style of the handsets from the BTMC, because they were all basically ITT Corporation. So they made these under license. But it's good to see that the grills are there. There was a lot of gunk and dirt in the grills, so I got a Q-tip and really scrubbed it. But I basically polished the crap out of this. But you can still see the granules of the bakelite. But that's how it's supposed to look when it wears down. But at least it has a shine to it, which is good. That's okay. We can't expect these telephones to look like they came out of the factory, because, this telephone was used all its life. And, of course, now it's on display now. But here's the base of it. I really like the design here. It's very Art Deco, very 1950s. And then the iconic cradle here. These cradles are used on the Standard Electric ones as well. In the dial, and I can tell you, I figured out how to fabricate almost similarly a number card from what they used on these original telephones. Now, there's a slight difference in this. You can only do so much on... actually, I had to make this on PowerPoint in order to make these words wrap around. I couldn't do it on Microsoft Word because that option wasn't in there, so I had to make everything in Microsoft PowerPoint and get the words, of course, to wrap around in a circle. And then I saved everything. You can group everything. You select everything and group it together, save it as a picture, and then I transfer it over to Microsoft Word. What I had to do with the bell here is they actually had wording in the bell, and the bell's supposed to be blank in these number cards. So I took the bell from one of their original logos and airbrushed that out, and I of course, it's supposed to be blue lettering, but of course I only had a grayscale printer. So, and the words are actually supposed to be a little bit closer to each other here, but that's as close as I could, get the number card as to original one. The dial, as I said, I took the whole thing apart and gave it an overhaul. Tried polishing the finger stop, but that's as good as I could get it. I could only do so much. It's got a little bit of patina on it. That's okay. And the dial is spinning nicely. Whoops. I want that to fall face first. And then nothing different. I'm not going to flip it over, but I still managed to preserve this sticker on the back that has the quality control information. Half of it's missing, but so after all the disassembly of this telephone, I could not figure out what year it was from because everything is painted over. I guess for the tropicalization of this telephone, because it's a tropical variant for tropical environments, because Brazil is basically the Amazon, you know, the Amazonia, that's what it's called. And it's going to be humid down there, and you also got, along the coast, you got the salt air. So there's going to be more, you know, without the tropicalization, you're going to get a lot of corrosion. So the tropicalization prevents the corrosion. I don't know if it still works, you know, after all the years, if it wore out, but as far as I know, it's still 100%. The terminal strip that was broken on the end, it didn't affect the functionality of the phone, so even with it broken off, it didn't break any of the terminals apart. So I didn't glue it back together. Also, the line cord, I decided to keep it and put an RJ11 plug on the end so I can demonstrate this for you all. So what I'll do now is get the machine out, and we will be right back. Got the machine out, I will pick up the handset and give you dial tone. Set. Transmitter's working okay, as you can see. Changing the light, so that's good. Now we'll dial some numbers. And a 7. Okay. Now what I'll do is I will do a little ringing demonstration. All right, it's a good sounding ring. Now the bells are really close to the same pitch, but one's slightly sharper than the other. But definitely different. I don't think they really paid attention to the, you know, I know in the Western Electric 500s, they had one that was a higher pitch than the other. I don't think BTMC really cared. But I think it has a really unique sound to it. I guess that's just how they did things over there for their company, for their telephones. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a really special video to show you all coming up soon. Another telephone from Japan, and I also have a update on the Fusi #1 telephone. So that will be coming up next. So thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day.